Good morning. I'm Steve Slocum, and this is the Squeaky Wheel Commentary. Welcome to the Williston Basin, where residents live on the keyboard of life, and they always keep a finger on the escape button. Today's commentary pointed squarely at the ruling party in North Dakota. I take great care in not getting party political on these commentaries, but at the same time, I have no problem calling out politicos who promote or pass legislation that is arguably not in the best interests of North Dakotans. That would then beg the question, whose interests are they for?
I see the look in your eyes, I know I'm simple and plain. A country boy can't survive too many ways in your game, so you can say what you will about your helping hand. I know I'll never be more than just your
Look at the thinking of the ruling party on drilling near cultural and scenic locations. Look at their thinking on lowering taxes for oil operators. Look at their brain power in regards to placing a well within 500 feet of somebody's dream home. Look at its overall level of engagement and investment in the impact issues in western North Dakota.
Love touches us all, and yes, we're black and we're white. Out here in the cut, still living side by side. So never mind what you've seen, and just forget what you heard. Another ignorant redneck, just some Hollywood words. Life in a country ghetto. Life in a country ghetto. Life in a country ghetto. Life in a country ghetto.
By their past performances, it appears the ruling party in North Dakota has been sleeping together on virtually every issue. They might even be marrying their cousins. Actually, that would explain a lot.
No, I'm not tame. The only voice that speaks for me speaks from this clay. The boy, you ain't never take a dime from the man. Starve to death before you live by a government handout. And they call it poverty. Life in a country ghetto. Life in a country ghetto. Life in a country ghetto. Life in a country ghetto.
Can anyone tell me why Ron Ness of the North Dakota Petroleum Council is the most powerful, unquestioned lobbyist in Bismarck? Whatever he says is gospel to our ruling party legislators. Now, I don't have a beef with Ron Ness. He's just doing his job as the hired gun for the oil industry, and he does it very well. My beef is with the governor and the legislators who never see or even look for the other side to Ron Ness's story. Why is it the oil industry has their golden boy front and center in oil development policy discussions, with our state government hanging on his every word, and there isn't anyone with a like level of acceptance delivering the impact message to the same ears? It isn't like there aren't any. Matter of fact, I can give you four of the best.
Life in a country ghetto. 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 Life in this country ghetto.
Okay, here's my top four for being the energy impact gurus to North Dakota's governor and legislature. Dr. Brad Beckedahl from the Williston City Commission. Dan Kalile, president of the Williams County Commission. Mike Hynek, mayor of Stanley, and Brent Sanford, the mayor of Watford City. I'll talk about their qualifications right after the break. Back at it, and once again, the musical centerpiece today was J.J. Gray's Life in a Country Ghetto. It's pretty much the overall theme song, as it's perfect when talking about what happens after decades of impact avoidance by North Dakota's government. During the break, some of you listening might have asked yourselves, don't we have an oil and gas impact officer in North Dakota? The answer is yes, and his name is Wayne Bieberdorf. Wayne is a great guy, but he serves at the pleasure of the governor and reports directly to him. The grapevine reports are that Wayne has plenty of ideas to address impacts, but the governor's office has more no's than Wayne has ideas. If that's the case, Governor, what's the point? So we have an oil industry lobbyist that when he speaks, every legislator turns off their cell phone, and across the metaphorical table is North Dakota's energy impact officer that nobody even listens to. Now, you would think our legislators in Bismarck would desperately want the counsel of qualified experts in regard to oil and gas impacts, wouldn't you? Apparently not, because they are out here in western North Dakota and nobody is calling them. Legislators wouldn't have to look very hard or long to find them. Take Dr. Brad Beckedahl, Finance Commissioner for the Williston City Commission. He knows municipal impacts to oil and gas inside and out. Dan Kalile, the president of the Williams County Commission, would be a valued member of an oil and gas impact lobby. Where Dr. Beckedahl shines with cityscape logic, logistics, and the mechanics of utilizing energy impact dollars, Dan Kalile humanizes them for the goal of blending impact payments to maintain not only community infrastructures, but their existing cultures and lifestyles as well. Round this table out with Mayor Hynek of Stanley and Mayor Sanford of Watford City, and you could not put another 4 people to work lobbying for impact guidance who could come anywhere close to their knowledge, experience, commitment, and common sense. It simply couldn't be done. So why doesn't the state of North Dakota seek these men out for their counsel on these all-important issues of energy development impacts? I fear the simple answer is that they would cost the governor and legislators money they believe is better utilized for re-election efforts, like buying down property taxes. Quite the opposite for Ron Ness and the North Dakota Petroleum Council. The guys Ron Ness lobbies for brings money to the table, and according to a recent column from former North Dakota Lieutenant Governor Lloyd Omdahl, some of that money may be awfully close to being under the table. During this Bakken boom, North Dakota government has yet to say no to operating oil companies, but they have zero problem saying no to North Dakotans requesting oil impact funding, or for that matter, saying no to its very own hand-picked energy impact officer. Not sure what it is, but something ain't right here. Feel free to shoot me an email at squeakywheelradio@yahoo.com on anything remotely related to the safe and responsible development of oil and gas in North Dakota. Always love to hear from you. That's squeakywheelradio@yahoo.com. Oh, and just for fun, I would never advocate using Twitter and sending a tweet to someone. Since it started, tweets have been pretty stupid. What I would advocate, if you agree with the views of these commentaries, is for you to get your legislator's email address and send them not a tweet, but a squeak. Here's how you do it. In the subject line, enter safe and responsible oil and gas development. Where you would type your message, write nothing more than this, quotation mark, then SQUEAK, and another quotation mark. They won't figure it out for a while, and it'll drive them crazy. For you see, what North Dakota truly hasn't prepared for is your voice. Love for you to join me next week for another Squeaky Wheel Commentary. Until then, I'll see you later.